Hi there Capricorn, welcome to your reading for March 2025. I've cleansed your space and meditated on your cards, but I'm going to start with the astrological forecast for the month of March. If you're not interested in this, please have a look in the description box down below where I listed a timestamp to when the tarot reading actually begins. But we have quite a lot of conjunctions, and it's going to be mainly conjunctions with the moon in the month of March, mainly. I'm not saying only, but mainly. And the moon is all about emotions and how we have and how our emotions are affecting different aspects of our lives. We're starting on the 1st of March with a conjunction of Moon and Mercury. Mercury is the planet of communication, adaptability, mentality, look, mind, and how we share our thoughts. It's going to be all about uniting our thoughts and feelings, making us really good communicators, deep diving into our spiritual connection, but it's asking us not to live in our heads too much and only really expressing ourselves when we are not feeling too emotional, like when we're not feeling overly anxious, overly angry, overly sad. On the 2nd of March, we have a conjunction of Moon and Venus. Venus is a planet of love, beauty, and balance, and it can bring a blend of beauty, emotional depth, financial ease, but also a few challenges in emotional stability. This has already happened one time this year, and there's a rerun of this celestial event. And this time again, the moon will be in the sign of Pisces. So it's asking us to really connect with our intuition and depth once again. So if you get a little niggle, trust the niggle, okay? On the 3rd of March, we have a conjunction of Mercury and Neptune. And once again, this is about trusting that niggle inside. Mercury is, like we said, about communication and mentality and adaptability. Neptune is about inspiration, magic, illusion, spirituality, the subconscious, fantasies. It also tends to intensify intuition and compassion. It makes us focus our thinking on and our communication on spiritual topics, mysteries, and secrets. Is an ideal time to dive into creativity and the occult studies. Don't expect you to find your answers in one thing only. You might be deep diving into different kind of holes. But if you are interested in connecting with it beyond, make sure that you are taking care of yourself and your space around you. The sun is in Pisces at this time, which will also aid you and guide you into this deep diving into the subconscious. Make sure that you are grounding yourself plenty at this time so you don't feel lost. That's very important, Capricorn. 6th of March, we have a conjunction of Moon and Jupiter, and Jupiter is the planet of principles, growth, expansion, adventure, healing, good fortune, miracles, and wisdom. So it's another conjunction that will aid us in steering our course of life into a higher alignment. This event could also bring harmony and balance into our lives, but also success in aligned careers, spiritual growth, intuition, financial gains, and good health. It's really asking us to listen to our intuition at this time. The 9th of March, we have a conjunction of Moon and Mars. Mars is the planet of masculinity, the warrior, courage, strength, ambition, impulsiveness, but also aggression and confrontation. So the moon is a little bit more feminine, Mars is a bit more masculine, so it might be a little bit of a power struggle there. It can make us a bit more impulsive, angry, overreactive, stubborn, but innovative. So make sure that you ground your feelings before that you express them. Okay, Capricorn. On the same day, we also have a conjunction of Venus and Mercury. So we have Moon, Venus, Mars, kind of like a feminine versus masculine energy here. So it might be throwing us into a little bit of a whiplash of avoiding confrontation or getting it out of our systems now. Venus and Mercury is asking us to instinctively avoid confrontation and instead share innovative ideas with clear perspectives and communication, sharing and a willingness to broaden the horizon of success. 14th of March, we have a full moon in Virgo with a total lunar eclipse. So this energy might be prominent for a few days before and a few days after. It might be lingering a little bit. Safety and emotions are at this time connected to order and clarity, and you might be feeling a sense and a need to organize anything distracting or chaotic, going through all things that's not serving you anymore, realigning yourself, kind of. Focus on being tolerant and accepting imperfections, and allow things not to always have to live up to your expectations. That's very important. Be a little bit, have some compassion for yourself at this time. We have the 20th of March, we have Neptune at a solar conjunction, and it's also the spring equinox. We start the new year with a heightened, the new astrological year, with a heightened sensitivity to vibrational energy, with the sun being in Pisces, the last day of Pisces, and the Neptune, which is the ruler of Pisces, at the solar conjunction at the spring equinox, when the sun is actually starting to coming back in the beginning of the new astrological year. So I don't think this is a coincidence. We want a heightened intuition this year, 2025. And well, 21st of March we have the sun entering Aries, so we got a little bit of a fire sign going on there, a little bit kick in the butt probably. And 28th of March we have a conjunction of Moon and Saturn. Saturn is the planet of discipline, structure. This has also once again happened this year, so it's actually asking us to revisit that, make sure that we got everything covered. Have a look at how your structure is impacting your emotions and vice versa. Make sure life demands are not weighing you down too much. I can't stress this enough, Capricorn. Not weighing you down too much, but if they are, make sure that you can have a look at what you can change to align yourself. It's a great time to start meditating if you've been meaning to take it up. And finishing this astrological event for astrological forecast for the month of March, we have the 29th of March, which is the new moon in Aries. So we have the sun and the moon propelling us forward into April. And we want to get going with our intentions at this time. Pivot or lean into discomfort if you need to. I feel like there's quite a few signs here that's closing out old chapters. I also have a lot of fiery energy popping up for a lot of people. Your two other fellow earth signs got the phoenix rising from the ashes, burning up and rising, starting again. And you know, Aries is a fire sign, and the fire has the power to destroy or blaze path for new growth and fresh beginnings. So that's just really what I wanted to cover there, really. I had some meditation before I started filming, and there was kind of like flipping of pages that came up for you. Not really closing a book, closing a chapter, but it was like flipping pages in between. There was also some sort of underlying current that we will probably pick up on in the tarot reading. But I definitely got flipping pages. So I don't know if you're ready for a new chapter, if that's what it means, or just maybe skipping a few chapters to see what you can get to. I'm not entirely sure, but I think we're going to uncover that in the reading ahead. But like usual, I would like to cleanse the space with you before we actually get started. So you will be hearing 3 loud sounds, and I will begin now. Thank you so much, Capricorn, for being here. Please consider subscribing if you're not done already, so you're not missing any updates. We're going to have a look at your spirit animals for the month of March. And we're starting off with the fish. Did you not get the fish the last time? I feel like I'm mixing up the fish with a lot of people. You got the moon and the fish. We have a lot of Pisces energy through the month of March here. Got a lot of moon conjunctions as well. We got a fire ant. Busy fire ants working together. We also have the cosmic egg. So this has to do with the Kundalini rising within you and a sort of an awakening. It's funny because this really reminds me of what Virgo got. There's another one in this deck that is kind of like a worm, but it has a lot of color inside, and it means something different, of course, but it actually brings my mind back to that. So let's have a look at what they mean in the guidebook. If you are interested, please have a look and a little Google what you can find about your spirit animals for the month. So let's start with the fish. Restlessness, change of focus, and lost in the current. The fish loves to be subsumed in life's current. Nothing pleases it more than movement, movement, and more movement. The roaming lifestyle of the fish may be exhilarating for a while, but usually leads to weariness and slippery relationships. With all the possibilities out there in the vast waters, the fish become lost without a clear goal and intentions. Spend more time with the lunar forces, dear fish, and the peace and the calm of the moon will soothe your soul. When it's in balance, it's adaptable and travels well. When it's out of balance, it's distracted and changes mind often. To bring it into balance, set a small goal and accomplish it. But I also feel like since the moon has a lot of conjunctions this month and is about our emotions and how, you know, the fish goes with the flow and swims into the deep water, you can see how dark it is around there. It really is connecting to your emotion. That's also why I feel like saying there. The fire ants. Aggression, rigid thinking, following orders. Fire ant energy flares up without us noticing. It's the force that attracts us to people and situations that feed our imbalances rather than those that counter them. Gossiping and blaming are a few indicators that misaligned fire ant energy is at play. You may also find yourself stewing on a person or situation, only making things worse. How can you break free from the drama and cool down? Fire ants are surprisingly sensitive. Don't pretend the heat isn't getting to you. When it's in balance, you're thoughtful and disciplined. When it's out of balance, it argues, excesses heat, and gossips. To bring it into balance, you need solar time and walk at night. So it's another one at night here. I'm also thinking ants live in colonies. They work together. That's kind of the focus here as well. They're building a whole society. You know how big the ants nest can really get on the ground, really. Then we have the cosmic egg, and it's also funny because it's the year of the snake, and the snake always sheds its skin, and you have the snake protecting the egg here. So let's see. It's a card about completion, harmony, the infinite within the finite. The cosmic egg is the final card in the journey of the animal spirits deck, and it represents the unfolding of cosmic consciousness. The state emerges after we have tread the path for quite some time, and through self-effort and grace, we experience self-realization. A sense of contentment and oneness spontaneously arises within us, and the veils of our self-limiting beliefs are lifted. When the essence of the cosmic egg has not been activated, we may feel as if we never get there, or that we travel alone, disconnected from others. Even if our encounter with this card is belief, appearing as momentarily glimmer or flash of interconnectedness, its potent energy stays with us. The cosmic egg is a remedy for the fragmentation of modern life. It's through the power of this card that we are reminded of the cosmic contract written at the beginning. We hold on to life, and life holds on to us. The journey is complete, but it does not end. Also, I'm thinking about the ring here, and you know, the infinite symbol of, well, the infinity symbol, or the ring with the snake biting its own tail. The cosmic egg and the seventh chakra. The subtle energy of the cosmic egg resides at the crown chakra. It's also having to do with connectedness. At the top of the head, called Sahasrara. I can't speak Sanskrit. One of the aims of yoga and meditation practice is to channel the energy from the base of the spine upwards to the crown chakra. Each of the 6 lower chakras plays an important role along this journey, and once the final epicenter of consciousness is activated, it is said to radiate the light of 1,000,000 suns. So you have the sun energy in this one as well. So you got a little bit of fire there. The water and fire together, and it's funny, I felt a little bit when I did the fire signs readings, that it was the month of March was going to be a little bit of collision of water and fire, which is not very strange considering we have both the water sign and the air sign going into each other there. So those are your star signs. Those are your animal spirits for the month of March. We want to have a little look at the month ahead for you before we get into this reading. The theme of this reading, the theme of March 2025, what you need to focus on, what you need to keep in the back of your head, what the reading is going to be about and focus on and refer back to. So what can Spirit let Capricorn know? The Black Madonna, Sacred Dark Goddess Mother. So it's about dark feminine energy. It's also 1 + 8 is 9. It's the last of a cycle. Thank you so much. Could you please guide Capricorn for the highest good? What do they need to be aware of? Could you please guide them for the highest good? What do they need to be aware of? Mars, drive, energy, and passion. Aries is ruled by Mars, so this is not weird energy either. We have some Mars energy coming in on the 9th of March. 6 + 2 is 8, which has to do about karma, money. Oop. Whoop, 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 whoop. I feel like this is a little bit too much, but I'm going to take it because that is what I'm going to do. We have Eve, divine feminine awakening. So you have both the feminine and the masculine energy here that might be coming into balance. You have Neptune, which if you listen to the astrological forecast for the month, you have Neptune and this subconscious, this imagination coming in through the month of March. We have Black Moon Lilith in Libra. You deserve balance. So that's something to keep in the back of your head here, Capricorn. Balance between work and life. You got the Adam here as well, together with the Eve. So it's all about the balance. And also separation, division, and integration. So integrating. You have 3 + 5 is another 8. So I don't know if maybe you see 8 8 through the month of March. Maybe you see a lot of 7s as well, is what I'm picking up on here. But we have the divine masculine, the divine feminine, and really it's just enhanced there by the Black Madonna, the goddess mother, which is creating, and it's also about passion, energy, and drive. So you're all tying in a little bit here together. I was asked to use this deck with you today, so I will continue on doing that. What is the past energy for Capricorn here? Wow. Okay. The Star is about hope, faith, and rejuvenation. That is the energy that you bring into March. You have the Sun, which is all about joy, success, and celebration, positivity, being conscious. It's very positive cards here. You have the 8 of Swords, which is another 8 like we talked about earlier. It's about the 8s are about transcendence of energy. It's like you're coming out of a period of, since it's swords, it has to do with thoughts. And she is basically imprisoned here, but she needs to realize that she can just take her blindfold off and just not make herself a victim. She can kind of step out of it if she decides to. Just need to take a break, and maybe that's where the balance is coming in from, and maybe that's what you're picking up on or need to start picking up on. You have the 10 of Pentacles here as well, and the 10s are maximum expression. It's about legacy, culmination, inheritance. It's also full of joy. It is also asking you to act to heal trauma, which gives you a better foundation to build on, and that gives you more stability, if that makes sense. You have generational wealth there. So maybe that's what you're picking up on. You're picking up on all this positivity coming in. You also have the Page of Pentacles. So maybe you have had a job offer coming in that you're thinking about, and it might actually be a good thing that you're doing. You just need to get out of your head a little bit. But the Page of Pentacles are about new opportunities, new experiences, dreams, enthusiasm, new, diligence, giving new life to adventure that will and can bring you more abundance in the future. It's about also taking practical action here. But I feel like since you got 2 Pentacles here and then 2 major arcana cards about hope and joy, I feel like this is the energy you're stepping into March with, and I'm truly grateful for that. I will continue with that. Do you have any hopes or fears for the month of March? Yes, you do. Okay. And the aces are about new beginnings, and you hoping for new energy, new willpower, innovation, inspiration, impulsiveness. This is the first step in the act of creation, and it's like the universe is just giving you this torch. You have a lot of positive energy going on here, and I feel like it's going really quickly, so I just will keep on going with that. New beginnings, new energy, fresh. That's what you're hoping for. You have the Chariot, and the Chariot is also about the number 7. Is about direction, control, determination, pure willpower, and self-control. Like the Chariot rides fast with these two dueling their opposite forces here, and he knows when to pull the reins tighter to keep it in control, and when to release or loosen those reins to help them and allow them to run freely. You also have a few stars over here, so I feel like there's a lot of hope going on there. So you are really into this. Get a lot of speed. So I don't know if maybe you're changing jobs, maybe you're moving somewhere. It's about speed. It's about speed. You also have the Knight of Pentacles, and the Knights are risk takers, and they might be a little bit irrational, but they are in their prime, and they have a lot of courage and mercy, and they're willing to sacrifice. And the Knights of Pentacles is about dedication to hard work and routine, balance between achievement and ambition versus soul well-being. It's about diligence, relentless in pursuit of what he knows that he wants. He's a hard worker. He knows what he's sowing, that it might take some time before he can actually reap it, but he can see the bigger picture. Okay, this is your hopes or fears, but I feel like that's more of a brilliant hope. Thank you so much, Spirit. Okay, the present energy, the initial situation, March, Capricorn. What is the first card we need to know? What is the present moment for you? Whoop. Okay. 5 of Swords. The 5s are about change. And this card is about change and possibility, but it's a card also about sneakiness, win at all costs, victory without any consequences. I almost feel like, you want to kind of her in the back, but you don't want to do that. You want to come to a resolution here. I don't know if you maybe feel in the back, but that is what is popping up here. You also have the 6 of Pentacles. It's about balance, and it's into the reverse, but I will go through it like this. And it is a journey towards harmony. It's about charity, generosity, sharing, give and you shall receive. Compassion and understanding breeds generosity. The position of having the upper hand might change at any time, and you're very well aware of that. Maybe you've been feeling like you've been having the lower hand because it's into the reverse here. Maybe you feel like you're not giving as much as you receive. Maybe it is a friendship. I also feel like since it has to do with the Pentacles, maybe it has to do with a job as well. Maybe you're willing and have some hope for the future that you might want to move forward. You might want to change a job. It still works with that. You also have the 6 of Cups, and the 6s, once again, is a journey towards harmony, and the Cups are about emotions and healing and intuition and that kind of stuff. And it's a card about nostalgia, happy moments, reunions, past experiences build strong foundations for the future. Past and present meeting. It's just a little reminder to forget not to live in the present moment. It's about past versus present, but I feel like maybe there's has been some nostalgia here. Maybe this has to do with a friend, actually, that you, or a business partner even, that you're involved with. It might not have been so many happy memories, or some bad things from the past has been popping up for you and really been putting a leg out for you to fall over. I don't know how to say that in English right now. And maybe you're living a little bit too much in the past or a little bit too much in the future, and that can kind of breed anxiety and a little bit of depression. So that is the energy what I'm picking up on. I feel like I need to change the deck. Thank you so much. 1 second, I should change the deck, and the other one I shouldn't. Should I get the crossing energy first then? Okay, what is the crossing energy from this present moment? Crossing energy could be good or bad, depends on how you twist it and turn it. And you have another 6. So you might be seeing 666. Sixes, a lot of sixes in the month of March. 6 of Swords is this woman and this child has been jumping into this boat, and they're ready to they're leaving everything behind besides the clothes on their back. They're just ready to move on, and that is once again talking about your journey towards harmony. So it is about a transition and leaving behind everything that is not. I leave because I cannot heal in a place that reopens my wounds. So maybe that's what's talking about the nostalgia here. Maybe you actually need to physically move forward from somewhere, or mentally move forward from somewhere. Maybe it's a lot of cards about moving and moving fast. Maybe I feel like you might be actually moving in the month of March. Maybe you will be relocating your business in the month of March. Maybe you understand, it's a kind of a movement energy. 6, a lot of 6s. And the water is calm on this side, but it's rough on this side. So it doesn't really matter how the water is going. They're ready to just get started on this other side of the river. You also have the Queen of Pentacles, which is about expressing. The queens are about expressing their power through creativity and practicality. She's all about financial insecurity. She is so abundant. Great. She's covered in grapes here, and the grapes are very hard to grow in the tarot. So is the flowers here. So she's very abundant. She can give, and she can give from a healed heart. She's very balanced, and she doesn't allow anyone to take any opportunity or any advantages over her. It's about caring for self and others. It's about balanced needs. So that's really what I'm picking up there. And that's what you need to keep an eye out for, because I feel like you've had some sort of awakening here. And this is also talking about that. And maybe you've been ruminating on this for quite some time. And that's why you've given all this, well, you have your emotions, and you need to actually listen to them and allow them to exist as much as you need to have this male energy to drive you forward and actually get you out of the situation. Does that make sense? I'm really stunned right now. If this reading is resonating with you, please leave a like and a comment. I'd love to hear from you. But that is the crossing energy as well. What is the conscious mind? What are you aware of? What are you working towards consciously? What are you working towards consciously? Knight of Cups. Maybe it's, Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is all about diplomacy, romance, charms. There's beauty and wonder in everything, everywhere. He's in touch with his emotion and therefore his intuition. And he's able to channel it into action. It could also be arrival, of course, of a celebration. But since it's in the reverse, I feel like maybe you are needing to get into touch with, maybe that's why you got 2 females here. Maybe you got some separation there. And why you need this other card talking about balance and integration, that you are not into contact with your emotions and bask in the moonlight with the fish in the deep water. Okay, can I please have another conscious card here for Capricorn? What do they need to hear to work with this energy? What do they need to be aware of? Okay, so you are getting 2 cards here. I'm starting with this one, and they're both water cards, like cup cards. So I will read this one to you. no love, repressed emotion, exactly what we just said, being let down, feeling disappointed, unfulfilled and unloved, coldness, emptiness, and emotional loss. This is where you're at right now. This is where you're consciously at. You know what you're hoping for. You can see that you're ready to leave everything behind. You feel almost in the back. And this card is also choices, clouded judgment, many options, illusions, opportunities, wishful thinking, searching for purpose, and indecision, disarray. So that's what you are consciously aware of. And it might be a little bit tricky, but I feel like there's so much speed that you're picking up on it. You're just ready to go. You're just ready to leave this behind. Chop, chop, done and ready, you know? But just take a little bit of time for your emotions as well, Capricorn. Because I know it's kind of hard sometimes. Even for me as a Pisces, like I can get stuck in my emotions, and maybe that's what you're a little bit scared of. But sometimes we just need to dive into that water and just be there a little bit. I need to just pull, okay. I need to just pull one of these. What do they need to hear about this? Don't let your past hold you back. Okay, that is about South Node. Ooh, the North Node is going into Pisces around this time as well. Don't let your past hold you back. So I feel like you are ready to actually move and transcend through this energy. It's a lot of sixes going on, and there's a journey towards harmony happening all in this initial situation here. And I feel like you are absolutely ready for this. Might be a little bit let down and things, but you know, there's a time for you to feel your feelings. Maybe even if it helps you, journal like half a page about it for a week and just see if you can actually gather something from it. Like, I'm just trying to do it like the Capricorn way is about being head on and facing it head on, but also kind of avoiding it a little bit. I don't know if that makes sense, but maybe taking a bit of a more analytical approach to it and not just over intellectualize the feelings, but kind of just see if there's a pattern there that you can help you get out of the situation a little bit quicker, because it might actually benefit you in the long run. That's just what I'm picking up on. Okay. What is the unconscious? What is going on in your subconscious? What is lurking beneath Capricorn surface? What are they unconsciously working towards? What do they need to be aware of in the month of March? Three of Wands. So I felt like that came out to the side, and it does that because it's kind of a reminder for you to know what you're working towards. So the threes are about a new life. It's a card of point of no return. This lady here, she's looking ahead, right? She is looking ahead, and she has this expansion in mind and rapid growth, and maybe that's why I'm picking up on this speed as well. And you're preparing yourself for action. And you're hoping here for the Ace of Wands there, and it's kind of like that energy is, you're already picking up on it because you're hoping for it, so it's already there in your subconscious mind. So this is actually planning the first few steps, taking the energy. You just need the two, like the balance to allow yourself to plan a little bit. But it feels like you just want to throw yourself in there. You want to throw yourself in the deep end, and you know you're going to swim, if that makes sense. Actions today create tomorrow's future, and you are subconsciously aware of this. I feel very light when I say that you are ready for a new beginning here, Capricorn. You are so ready. Take actions on that willpower and your creativity. You got that fire burning. What do they need to know? I feel like this is what you might need to hear when it comes to the speed, because the Knight of Swords is my card for speed. like when it comes to fast actions. So this is just something to keep in mind with the Three of Wands here. So rash, forceful, bully, vicious, unfocused, ruthless, arrogant, restless, impulsive, tactless, rude, and aggressive. And these are energies that you don't want to bring with you, even though you're bringing the full force, if that makes sense. You want to keep that in mind. You want to focus on ambition, fast thinking, success driven, assertive, direct, impatience, intellectual, daring, focus, and a perfectionist. Just remember not to be overly critical of yourself, but things to keep in mind what the speed might bring you, and therefore maybe also people around you, or maybe even a little bit discomfort, like unfocused, for example. You might be a little bit ruthless to yourself, a little bit arrogant to yourself. Just make sure this is also a card of, you know, taking action, but this is talking about, you know, plan a little bit as well. Just have a little bit of planning. I know that you would just want to throw yourself, because we got another card about speed here. You just want to throw yourself in there. But I just get the feeling that you should just be a little bit aware that there might be obstacles in the way. And I just don't want you to feel let down by it, but rather be a little bit prepared for it when it comes along. What can we tell them about these two cards and about the speeds? What do they need to know about? What does Capricorn need to know about, Spirit? Thank you. It's meant to be. So you are picking up on this energy. You also have number 3 here popping up. There's 3 ladies here. So it is meant to be. Just be a little bit aware where you're stepping and where you're placing yourself in this. Can I please have Capricorn's energy for the month of March? Who are you? What is your attitude towards March? Wow, okay. A transcendence of energy. We have the 8 of Cups. And changes for the better. There has been some real disappointments here, and he's just leaving everything behind. Like, he doesn't care. He's done with it. Disappointment of loss, walking away, what no longer serves you, feeling like losing a part of oneself. Maybe it is a business that you're leaving behind because you're so integrated with business. And there's a road here between the mountains. Like, you can get out of the sticky situation. That's what I'm picking up on there, because usually mountains means achievements, but it also means hard situations, kind of like you need to get over the achievements. You also have the moon again. Maybe you need to bask in the moonlight a little bit this month, especially since so much is going on in Pisces. You just want to bask up that emotional energy a little bit. And you just taking the way out, like you're just running. You're like, dude, that's your attitude towards the month of March. And I feel you, Capricorn. I really do. It's like no talking you out of it. I'm just saying, like, go for it. It's meant to be. It's meant to happen. Like, just go. And don't linger in it. Just don't forget to, like, you will not lose sight of yourself as long as you're connected to your core. And as long as you listen to that inside your gut, you know, in between your ribs, that says, yes, go, then it can't go wrong, because I feel like that's what you're picking up on here. It's all about, like, take yourself out of it. You had some good energy coming into March, and now it's just about taking quick action. That's just what I'm getting. Just don't be a martyr here. You can actually gain so much from that. Okay. I'm almost a little bit scared of asking, but what is the environment around Capricorn? The High Priestess into the reversed. So the High Priestess is about intuition, mystery, inner voice. You know, she's mute. She don't speak. And it's about reflection as well. It's about embracing inner guidance. To direct your outer world, you need to understand your inner. And the High Priestess is a guardian to the unconscious and asks you to travel inwards, just as I've been telling you this entire reading, Capricorn. And you want to listen closely, and you want to be pure in your connections to yourself. And this is a card that's connected to the moon, so your emotions. Once again, you have the moon in so many cards, so I feel like can't stress this enough. And it's a card that's connected to Cancer, so it's a water sign. Yeah, you have the moon there, you have the moon there, you have the moon here. I feel like there was a moon somewhere else as well. Great. But you have the drive. She came out into the reverse, so the environment around you might not, well, you might be actually feeling that you're not supposed to be there, and no one is actually connected to their inner guidance. You might be picking up on that subconsciously, that where are we actually going and what are we actually doing here. And she is a card about being analytical. Maybe the surroundings, maybe your surroundings are a bit over analytical, a bit over critical, and you feel like, oh, I just had enough here. This is too much. I'm living either too much in the future, too much in the past. So maybe that's what I'm picking up on here. And this is what you want to get away with. You want to get away from. Kind of, you're just so ready to go. Like, I'm supporting you, Capricorn. Please leave a comment down below. I kind of want to know what this is about. The High Priestess spirit. What do they need to know about? So it popped out in the upright, and it turned reversed. So this is the card of the Six of Swords, which we already had here as a crossing energy. So it's funny that I did that connection in between there. So I'm going to start with these feelings here and then flip it around, because that's what it did to me. And we're going to read what you need to focus on. So returning to trouble or unable to move on. You have a stagnant environment around you. Running away, trapped, stuck in turmoil. So maybe you're feeling a little bit trapped. What you need to focus on here is transitions and leaving behind, moving on to calmer waters, a bit of distance, and accepting lessons. Maybe that's what we got that. Where did it go? Maybe we got that Six of Pentacles from there. Like accepting that, is the juice worth the squeeze? Is it actually worth you spending even more energy there, or is it just time to just stop and start investing in something else that is actually going to give you a return? Wow, this is a very straightforward reading, Capricorn. What is the short-term outcome for Capricorn working with this energy? What is the short-term outcome? I think we should have, the world in a card pretty soon with all this moving around. We have the Seven of Cups and we got the Two of Cups. Ooh, okay, so the short-term outcome here could be a new love. It could be a new partnership. It could basically mean a new business partnership as well, because of how emotionally invested you can get into business. But let's start with the Seven of Cups here. And the sevens are about waiting and a higher purpose. Maybe it doesn't go as quickly as you want it to be, or how it wanted to go. But let's just talk about that you will have many choices. Some might be fantasies, some might be illusions. But the theme here is to say, I can commit even if it's not perfect. You can take baby steps even if it's not bringing you toward your absolute goal, but it can actually bring you a little bit forward in baby steps before you can actually start taking those really big leaps. There's pros and cons with every choices that you make, but just need to be real with yourself. Be grounded and ground yourself, and be connected to your spirit, to your emotions here. But I feel like with the Two of Cups, you will actually find that balance as you're working with this energy. If you continue on this energy, you will find patience and balance. And this card is about unity, partnership, two becoming one. You have the intermingling forces here, the divine feminine and divine masculine, which we have been talking about down here, that those are joining together. You also have the cosmic egg, and this is always reminding me about the Kundalini rising. So you have that twice. It's kind of like an awakening. It's kind of like you realigning yourself to your soul's purpose. It's intermingling of opposite forces and the divine and feminine and the divine masculine. So this is balance. So we're talking about balance, and you deserve balance here. And this is what you're actually going to get. Proud of you. Very proud of you, Capricorn. Okay, what is the long-term outcome for Capricorn for the month of March here? Long-term outcome could be months, it could be weeks, I suppose, but it could be months, could even be years down the line. Okay. Okay. You have the King of Wands. Let's finish with that one. But you have the Devil. And it might be seeming a little bit harsh, but this is, Capricorn, actually your, your card. And the Devil is about excess, materialism, playfulness, releasing the chains of the ego, you know, that you have placed on yourself. And I feel like this is into the reverse. I feel like maybe that is you realizing that mentally these chains is placed upon you. Maybe you being a little bit harsh on yourself. You have both, again, the masculine and the feminine. Maybe that's bringing it into, when it's into the upright, it talks about freeing yourself from the chains of obligations or emotional, because these are imaginary. But since these are in the reverse, I just get a little bit of a feeling that you might be actually freeing yourself from the chains of emotions. Like, all these problems maybe that you have and all these cups might be really stemming from where you've been at. And that's why they are being released, because you're getting balance, and then you're realizing like, right, this is not real. You have the King of Cups into the reverse, and he can be a bit of a harsh one when he's into the reverse, but he is expressing his power with authority. It's a lot of compassion, self-control, wisdom, you know, a structured, a balanced emotional self. You know, he is treating everyone as they should, as he sees them, in balance. He has emotions mastered, and he's not ignorant to that. He doesn't ignore them. He doesn't just let them pass you by. Maybe that's something that you need to work with along the line. It's a card about diplomacy and good intentions, but I feel like maybe instead of hiding from your emotions and just running from them, maybe you just need to actually talk to them, talk to that side of yourself. That is just what I'm getting. But you're finishing here on 2, so maybe that's why you're also getting the Devil there. That, because I feel like this can actually go into the upright. I feel like those are one of the cards that can go into the upright, because it doesn't mean like inwards, or I have different meanings for reverse cards depending on what I'm getting into intuitionally. But I feel like this card can go into the upright if you're willing to continue on working on your emotion and the balance between your divine feminine and your divine masculine. Because I feel like there might be some, you know, even though if you're just moving really fast and going through it and moving and changing jobs or moving away or whatever it could be, this fast pace, that just make sure that you're not running away from your emotions, and that you're allowing yourself to tap into your intuition by tapping into your emotions, because that's where the secret is, where the healing needs to happen. And we're talking a lot about healing as well. You have the King of Wands, and once again expressing his power with authority. He sees the big picture. He's a leader. He's overcoming challenges. He is having great vision and great leadership, and he's understanding and having the drive to create his vision. He's inspiring to others, and he's inspiring others with passion, and he's accepting progress and not perfection. I think that's the key here, and I think you're going to get the hang of this. And he keeps goals realistic. maybe that's why the chains are into the reverse as well, because you realize that everything doesn't need to be perfect, like as long as I'm putting enough effort as I can. Look, if you one morning wake up and you feel like, oh scheiße, I only have like 80% to give today, and you gave 80%, then you gave 100%, because that's just math, really. That's how it works. So that's really what I'm picking up on there. There's a lot of wonderful energy here, Capricorn. I'm feeling a little bit dizzy. It's been going quite fast. Okay, sorry about that if it's been stressful, but it's just been, sometimes my mouth is not talking quick enough as my intuitional hits are kicking in, so I just want to get everything said. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Can I get any more messages for Capricorn here that I'm either missed or that they need to know about? Knowledge. Maybe you need to pursue some new knowledge here to balance your emotions that can help you into the future, to invest in yourself. That's just as important as investing in your bank account. You know that. That's just a friendly little reminder. What else does Capricorn need to know about that we're not covered in this reading? Could you please guide them for the highest good? Thank you so much. Accept responsibility. Thank you so much. Responsibility for your emotions and for your actions here. Don't do anything rash, anything silly that might be... just do everything that you do from a pure place and out of love. Try and do it at least. Okay. We want one of these. Thank you. What do you need to release? We've been talking about that. That's just a gentle little reminder. Okay, one more. Oh, 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 oh. Believe in the impossible. You can do that. Believe in the impossible. Have faith in your dreams. I've actually never seen this card. Have faith in your dreams. You'll get there. You also have some butterfly there, and it's about transforming energy. And you also have nothing is yet set in stone. You can shape your future. And also thinking about the ocean here, also thinking about the fish and the depth and your emotions being quite an ocean. You just need to allow yourself to deep dive into that. Last card here, Capricorn. What do you need to be aware of? What does Spirit want you to know? The sun, your soul's purpose. You're really tapping into something bigger. This also reminds me of Adam, so I feel like these two kind of go together. So you're really tapping into that energy there. Wow. Okay, thank you so much, Capricorn, for being here for this reading for the month of March 2025. If you think that this resonated with you, please leave a like, please leave a comment. Oh, thank you so much. I'd really love to hear from you, and consider subscribing if this resonated with you. And hopefully I see you in the month of April. Take care.